It is time.
Me and my guitar, we've been friends for a while. Just follow me down to my decks. But me and my guitar, we don't see eye to eye. But I still do what it says. It says play me a minor, let it sustain. It says you're just a genre, this is all you can play. Why don't you write a sad song? I wanna feel you hurt. Write me another sad song. Show everyone your dirt. And why don't you cry over these chords? 'Cause the music never lies till you give it words. Me and my guitar, we don't tell many truths. Me and my guitar, we've lied. Me and my guitar, we pretend that we're you, so we can escape our own lives. It says play me a minor, and I must obey. It says you're just a genre, this is all you can play. Why don't you write a sad song? I wanna feel you hurt.
Clicking ain't easy, but it's fun when you're clicking those bricks with click and clip. Welcome to the jungle where the dinos roam. Clicking those bricks with click and clip. Clicking those bricks, clicking those bricks, cliff nose bricks, clicking those bricks, clicking those bricks.
What up, everybody? Movie night. Make sure y'all vote on the movie. Tonight we got Seth playing in the Cajun Yeti, the normal 3 for movie night. How's everybody doing tonight?
Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. And you?
I'm doing good.
We got RC. What up, Richard?
What's up, RC?
We got Yolo. How you doing?
Hey,
What's up,
Yolo.
Yolo? What's up, RC?
What up, RC and RC and RC? And nobody yet. Of course, we got to thank StreamYard for the sponsorship.
No, that ain't a sponsorship. They need to start paying.
Scotty!
What up, Scotty? How you doing?
It's just their platform. They need to pay you for that.
That's right. Well, they pay us and letting us use it after we pay them. So
That's right.
How's everybody doing tonight? So 2 weeks ago, we had to watch Heat, and I'll run through the little thing they got going on here to start us off with the discussion. First, a little bit about it. You got a group of high-end professional thieves start to feel the heat from the LAPD when they unknowingly leave a clue at their last heist. The director was Michael Mann. The writer was Michael Mann. And there it was. I'll tell you what, this was an all-star cast, if you ask me.
Yes.
You got Al Pacino, Val Kilmer, Tom Sizemore, Amy Brenneman, Mike Kelty Williamson, who played in Forrest Gump. I'm Bubba Gump. Bubba Shrimp, but anyway, the shrimp guy. Then you got William Fichtner, of course, Of course, you
Ashley
got
Judd.
Robert Nero, Ashley Judge, John Voight,
Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman. I mean, this is a bunch of, but it's saying hunters and their prey needle as each professional criminal crew hunt to score big money targets, banks, vault, and armored cars, and are in turn haunted by Lieutenant Vincent Hanna and his team of cops in the robbery homicide police division. The botched job puts Hanna into the trial where they regroup and try to put together one last big retirement score. Neil and Vincent are similar in many ways, including their troubled personal lives. At a crucial moment in his life, Neil disobeys a dictum taught to him long ago by his criminal mentor. Never have anything in your life that you can't walk out of in 30 seconds flat. If you spot the heat coming around the corner, as he falls in love, thus the stage is set and suspenseful ending. That was the IDB, and
That's a
I don't
mouthful.
know,
It was released in December 15th, 1995. How
Right,
old was
right.
y'all? Do y'all remember?
I was a sophomore.
I
think,
guess
in
I
high
was
school.
14 or something like that, 14 or 15.
I was
The
something like
rating,
13.
they gave it a 8.3 stars out of 10. IMDb did, and popularity was 143, so it was down. Not very popular, they said.
They
Well,
made they made 60 million off of it. The budget was 60 million, and I think they made somewhere between 120 million and more. I mean, it wasn't really advertised. Y'all remember they advertising this movie back then?
There'd be commercials.
I don't remember
Yeah.
anything back then.
I don't remember the commercials from it. I used to watch a lot of TV.
Well,
Go ahead. Sorry.
the first thing I was going to say, a knock towards it was 3 hours long.
Right.
That was a long time to sit,
Yeah, it was.
but it kept it pretty entertaining, I guess. Like it kept you on your edge of your seat.
Yeah, because you wanted to know what was going to happen next.
It was like a slow burner for me. It drug out, I think, more than it did. It should have.
Well, Natalie Portman's character was okay. Zissou was talking about this, so I give Zissou the credit. But the police officer who played his part, not Robert De Niro, what's the other name?
Al
Al
Pacino.
Pacino?
Al Pacino, and then Robert De Niro's character. Like Robert De Niro was the bad guy, but he was a more likable person than the cop was
Yeah.
to me.
They
Right.
did it
So it
more.
was really hard to know who to cheer for.
I wonder if they were, how they did his persona and stuff like that, like a real life cop. Most cops back then, they had a rundown life and they had a divorce rate that was higher than normal people that were out. So, I mean, I wonder if they took those statistics and applied it to the movie because it felt like a lot of real life stuff in there. I enjoyed it.
All real life as a movie can get, but it was weird. There's a couple. I mean, let's talk about scenes. What jumped out at you? My favorite scene. Well, it shouldn't be favorite, but the one that was funny was when I guess they were in like an old movie theater parking lot. What I'm comparing it to, and they were trying to get Robert De Niro, and he backs his car and runs this guy, smashes him between the truck and the car.
Oh, yeah.
The poor guy's just limping out in the middle of the parking lot, and Robert De Niro takes him. And they shoot him. They shoot him up, and then that car just runs him over. I'm like, whoa!
Yeah. That was a really crazy scene. Yeah, Butt Chop, it should be free on YouTube.
It's on YouTube for free.
The ending
See,
for me
Rich-
plays out.
I said again, Yeti?
The ending of the movie sticks out because, like, there were two men of their word, whenever they met up in that coffee shop and they said, look, I'm either going to kill you or you're going to kill me.
We're talking
Yeah.
about the movie Heat.
Heat.
Richard said, man, when this movie came out, I was 11. I was worried about bikes, Lego, Hot Wheels, and how to get out of school. And please don't ask about my homework. Hard to say if I remember the commercial for it.
I don't
Gotcha.
remember commercial. I don't remember advertising for it.
Well, it started off with a bang because that's when they did the armored truck heist at the very start of the movie. That was pretty intense. And
Yeah, what?
like that dude, he ended up causing all the trouble for him. What was his name? The long-haired guy that
Oh, the
yeah.
idiot! I was so happy that he went back for in the hotel and killed Kevin Gates. What was his name? Waingro.
Oh, I know.
Wingo.
When he got back, he slammed his head against on the table in the restaurant. Boom.
Yeah.
I also I like Danny's part in there too, man. Uh,
Who?
the Mexican guy, Danny Torero.
Danny Trejo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I really like him. He's a pretty good actor.
Wingro. That sounds good to me, Zizi.
Yeah, Waingro. That's how you spell it. I just spelled it for you. Tom Seymour was in that movie too. He was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I mean, it was drawn out. Of course, it was drawn out. Could they have shortened it? Of course. But today's attention span to compare it to people back then were totally different from what it is now. Today is everything is fast, 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 fast. But in the 90s, we had movies that were slowed down. They were 2 hours long, and they didn't feel like a lifetime.
Yeah, well, it did to me today, or the day I watched yesterday when I watched it. I was like, oh my gosh, is this ever going to end? And it reminds me of all the long movies. Today when I picked the movies, I made sure they weren't 3 hour long movies.
I tell you what, it's a lot better than most of the stuff that comes out today. At least it's original.
Mm, mm,
Ain't nothing. No.
eh, eh,
Movies today suck compared to the old stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, their blockbuster favorite, The Flash, didn't do too good, did it?
I watch everything with subtitles, otherwise I would watch Catch Your Name. There you go.
Well, it's my opinion, so that's what I'm sticking to.
I don't know. I haven't found a good movie yet, new or past. We're going to keep trying.
Maybe you just don't like movies.
What up, did you?
You ever thought of that?
I like movies. I just can't.
Heat was good. If they would have shortened it, it would have been a lot better.
I think I guess I may have a short attention span because I start thinking about other stuff that I need to do, and trying to watch something for 3 hours ain't very good on me.
Yeah, it's there, especially if you got a short attention span. This is not the movie for you.
No, but I like thrill. See, I like thrillers and scary movies. It makes
What
me
did they
want.
consider this one?
I think drama or action. I don't
Because
know.
it felt like a drama action movie more than anything else. I think the actors did a great job in the movie. Their parts were great. I mean, they did a wonderful job trying to convince you that this was really going on. I felt the ending. I felt that one part when they get Donald that cooked, the guy that had that job that cooked. That felt like that was rushed.
I hated that.
Yeah, I didn't like
I
that.
like that at the end when they just shook hands. Like, really? That's weird. What were they? They just shook hands. Told you I wasn't going to go back.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I was hoping he'd run away with the girl and everything would be happy, but
Well, number one, his pride got to him because that's the reason why he went back into the hotel room, and it was a mutual respect between enemies. See, not all your enemies. You don't always hate your enemies. I mean, y'all haven't been on the battlefield So, you respect your enemies. That's one thing that the U.S. military even teached us is that you respect people. They are still people. So they came to a mutual agreement. They respect each other because they were the best of each other. They were alpha dogs. They were the two leads. They were the
I
best in the
think
field.
I think the bad guy, what was his name? The bank robber? Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro.
I think, and I need to go
Yeah.
back and watch it. I think he hesitated, which is why he got shot and killed. Like I don't think he wanted to kill what's his name. But the crazy thing about it is he lived by that thing. Don't get attached to anything that you can't leave in 30 seconds. Well, guess what he was most attached to? The dude he went back to the hotel to kill. Because if he wouldn't have been attached to him and his girl would have been off somewhere.
That's right.
Bingo.
So he
That's
let
what
that
got
guy
me killed.
become, yeah.
That's true.
I'm so, I'm just so happy they killed him. I did not like that dude at all. The one that ended up killing all those guards at the beginning of that, I did not like his character at all. What's up,
What's
Cyber?
up, Cyber?
Cyber.
I hate him. I did not like him.
Well, let's see where
Hey,
the
Brett.
poll is. Let's see where the poll is. Make sure y'all like the stream. So far, Sherlock Holmes is in the lead. Yogi Bear's right behind it, and Freaks is at third, and Nowhere Man is at 0%.
He's part of a 72-hour stream.
He's weird. But so who I think I'm a big fan of Robert De Niro though. I do like his acting. I always did like Robert De Niro. It was kind of cool that it was kind of like the mob. You had the
I
two
like
big
his
monster actors, Al
older
Pacino
movies.
and Robert De Niro. thought
I
that
like
was
his older movies. I don't care for the stuff that he's been doing because I don't like the comedies that he's pushing out right now. But whenever he was in Goodfellas, Godfather, stuff like that, yes, I agree with you 100% on that because that was his best acting skill, especially Casino. Y'all remember Casino?
Casino's
I
good.
never
I
seen it.
love Casino. Him and Joe Pesci. Oh,
Scarface was a good one. I like Scarface.
that was Al Pacino.
Hello to my little friend. Brett, you need to go watch something. You need to go watch Bambi.
He cried like a baby.
He'll cry like a baby.
Well, it was a long movie, and they try to do a lot of stuff, but like the Natalie Portman character, we knew that she was Al Pacino's like stepdaughter, I guess, and we knew that her dad was a deadbeat. We saw her maybe 3 times the whole movie, and the third time we saw her, she tried to kill herself in the bathtub.
Yeah, that was crazy. Where that came
Like
from?
exactly.
They
They
that
didn't
was like
build the
way
story
left
up
field.
enough.
I wonder if
But,
there's some deleted scenes that they couldn't put into the movie because of the time of it, Seth. There might be some deleted outtakes. What's up, Hobby?
What's up, Kevin?
Yeah,
Pulp
I don't
Fiction's
know.
good one.
I'm glad they didn't put him in and make that movie longer.
Yeah, and I agree. I think they should have just let that part of it out.
I think they could have kept the romantic stuff out of it, and that would have saved him a lot of time in there because I felt like he was forced when he met that girl and when he went find her and all this other stuff. If they wanted to do a romantic scenes with them, that's fine, but they could have cut out a lot of the other stuff that was in there. We didn't need all them other scenes and stuff like that, I don't know what the director was trying to portray in those scenes. Like, were they trying to make it more humanized? Is that what they were trying to do? Make them to where that the audience could connect with them? Maybe.
Maybe so.
That's the only thing that I can think of, or to get women to watch the movies because that was action back in those days. A lot of women wouldn't watch those movies, not like it is today. Because my mom and them didn't care for action movies. And I knew a lot of, especially my cousins and stuff like that. They didn't care for that. My female cousins, they wouldn't watch movies like that.
I'm more.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know what you're thinking.
Here's a few things that had me question in the movie, like, all right, so Wango or whatever his name was, they hired him on for the very first scene, which is where they hijacked or messed up the armored truck.
Yeah.
Well, next scene you see with all of them, he's slamming that dude's head on the table and then tries to kill him. So that guy takes off. Well, how did that guy know what they were doing next? Because what they were planning on doing, you remember he went in there and they were drilling, and then
Yeah.
he heard the noise, so they left because they knew the cops
Oh,
were
that
there.
cop screwed up bad. Boom.
Oh yeah. But
What an idiot.
so they had to change their plan. So how would that guy that went and told the plan on them, how would he even know the plan? Because he was cut out a heist to go. So stuff, and like the Danny Trejo, he called and said, "Hey, I can't lose my tail." But then
Yeah, but they
Robert,
didn't show it. But you remember when he finds him on the ground and he mercy kills him?
mhm,
That's how they implicated them too, and how he found out, because the guy with the long hair, the one that he goes back to kill in the hotel, he
mhm.
beats the hell out of Danny, and that's how he gets all the information out, because they beat him.
Oh,
They interrogated him pretty much,
yeah.
and that's how he found out.
My favorite part of the show is when De Niro was talking to one guy on the end of the line. He said, when they was after that truck scene, saying, talking about, you mean the money didn't happen? Everything okay? I'm talking to it was dead man at the end of this line or some crap. That was the best line in the whole movie.
It was something like, "I don't hear a thing because there's a dead man at the end of this line," or something. It was awesome.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
Uh,
don't hear nobody. Yeah, he says I don't hear no one talking. There's a dead man at the end of this line.
and the guy after he hangs up looking at the phone, just kind of like, oh,
He
shit.
delivered on it too. He delivered on it too when he went to the back and that. Oh, I don't know who you're talking about. Pow, pow, pow. 3 in the chest. Boop. Walked off like nothing happened.
It was, oh man.
I always did like them old Italian type movies, you know, the Italian mafia type stuff. I've always did love those movies more, especially with De Niro in it and Al Pacino, especially Al Pacino in Scarface. That's a good movie.
I've never seen it.
Oh, that's where the famous line, say hello to my little friend.
Yeah,
I probably know the whole movie just hearing people talk about it.
the dude had a mountain of cocaine on his table before something happened to him at the end. I'm not gonna ruin it, just in case we ever have to, you know, watch it if it's one of the movies up on the chopping block.
But so what would you all grade the movie from A being the best, F being the worst?
I give it a
I'd
C.
still give it a B. Sorry, Yeti.
No, you good? Go ahead.
I would have to give it. I think I would have to give it a B minus.
Yeah, maybe a B minus.
I gave it a C because the scenes that didn't make sense, and there was too many of them in there that weren't making sense. Like, we didn't know. What's up, Mr. Blue? We didn't even know about their love life, or if they were financially struggling. You know, maybe with Chris's character, that's Val Kilmer, because he's the only one that's still left alive.
Yeah.
That was a weird. I
Yeah,
mean,
because
he was a
she
weird
did
guy.
that, and that was it, and she knew, and he knew, and so he took off.
And that big scene, the cop killing scene, and that was Zizou did bring this up too. That the bank robbery. I guess there were speakers or something like in or microphones all in that bank where you can pick up all the sounds. It was
Yeah.
weird. Funny how they did that. But yeah.
Yeah, when they killed the, whenever they're shooting on the street, I was like, damn, how many bullets you need?
It was funny. Those are the grocery store parking lot. The people were there with their cars just looking like it was me. I'd be running. I left my groceries, everything on the car, and I'd try to get furthest away from that scene. I don't know what people just said. Like nothing until they start running over there. Then they all freak out.
Zissou says Pacino yelling gets old eventually, but he made a living with it. Let's see.
I like
Hobby
that
says,
one, you know. Go ahead.
Hobby says, I used to watch Smallville. Is it true he gives up his powers at the end of the series? I have no idea.
Yes,
Oh, all right there. He said
I already know
instead
that.
of dubbing the gunshots and later they captured the shots as they filmed it. So that's pretty cool.
That's cool.
All right, let's go see who's winning the poll. We'll give about 5 more
Yeah, they
minutes and
don't
we'll
use
close.
the computers no more.
All right, right now Sherlock Holmes is still winning with 55%. Yogi Bear with 27%. Freaks with 9%, and Nowhere to Land is 9%. We got 11 watching and 11 votes, so I'll give it 5 more minutes. Then we'll close and see what we got next. So although, do you think y'all would watch it again if you? I mean, would y'all be willing to watch it again?
Well, this is my third time watching it. I've seen it. I've seen
You
it twice.
don't think it'd be a second time movie set?
Nah, it's too long.
Yeah.
It's just too long.
It's,
I probably wouldn't. But yeah, I probably won't ever watch it again.
that was my third time watching it.
Well, I disagree, but Chop, I like a lot of Nicolas Cage movies. There's way worse actors.
Oh yeah.
People just talk crap about him because he's in every movie now. Like he just take any job. But I like a lot of his movies.
I do too.
I do too.
I'm just going with the Sherlock Holmes that's free on YouTube, Brett. I just picked one. It's all good. So
Robert De Niro, Jude Law, Rachel Adams, Mark. I'm looking at
So,
the
let's talk to the big. So I got a question. For these top 3 actors, Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, and let's use Val Kilmer. What do you think the best movie Al Pacino played in?
Scarface, hands down.
Scarface. I kind of liked him in that football movie, Any Given Sunday. I liked him in that.
I liked Any Given Sunday, but his performance as Scarface, dude, that's hands down.
Hey, Bluegrass.
Bluegrass.
What's up, Bluegrass?
How about you, Seth? What do you think?
I can't say I even know of any Al Pacino's other movies.
Okay.
He was in The Godfathers. Have you seen those?
No.
How about Robert De Niro then?
Casino for me.
I've never seen that. I'm not a good person to ask because I can't remember movies. We know that. Who was the last one you named?
Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer. His best movie was when he was Batman. I'm just kidding. I hadn't seen
I liked him in Top Gun.
I've never seen Top Gun.
That one's hard to say with Val Kilmer because I'm conflicted because I loved him in Tombstone.
Yeah, he was in Tombstone.
That was one of his surprising roles for me that I've seen him in. That it was just good. It was really good. I loved him in The Saint, where he played as a spy, and then I loved him as Batman. So that one's very conflicted.
Val Kilmer and Willow. Scott Block said.
Yeah, Willow.
Okay, and I saw Willow, so yeah. Okay.
He's been in a lot of very good movies.
I'm trying to think of all Robert De Niro movies now. I'm trying to think. What are some De Niro's top movies?
De Niro?
Yeah. My mind is one.
He had The Godfathers. That was his first major breakthrough.
Yeah.
That's what hit him.
Raging Bull, Taxi Driver, The Deer Hunter, Cape Fear.
Was good.
What was that other one he did too? Because it was Goodfellas.
Irishman. I liked him in Joker.
I liked him in Meet the Fockers and Meet the Parents.
Yeah.
The Joker. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's right. He was in Untouchables. I didn't know he was in Untouchables.
Yeah, that's right. He was Al Pacino, whatever his name is, the mobster.
Yeah. You're talking about the
With Kevin Costner.
yeah. He was the whiskey maker. He made that white lightning.
Taxi driver. De Niro. All right, let's go. Let's go close this poll. Let's see what we got to watch next time. And it is going to be Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes, our next movie. Watch in 2 weeks from tonight, and we will have a special guest in here too, in this very room.
Oh, that's right. That's next
Yes.
week.
No,
No, that's the next time we do movie night. Yeah.
Next time we do movie night, we have a special treat. We'll have a special guest sitting right beside me.
Oh yeah, I think I do remember that. Buttshop says, "Remember when one of the wet bandits shot someone who they thought was a clown?" What a terrible pick
Hey,
from
but
me.
if our people voted, you could have convinced everybody in the chat to vote for the one you wanted.
I don't think he wanted any of them. I think that's what he's saying.
Well, it is movie night.
It is.
No.
They dredged up all the bad free. What does dredging means? I want to know if Brett even knows what the word means he used.
We do that all field, man.
Oh, Buttchop is anti-pole. I love poles. I like them long. I like them short. I like them big. Yeah, thick. I like toothpicks.
No, I'll be hanging out with Hoosier Wednesday night on my stream. Haley Bricks will be in my Lego room Monday night, on next movie night.
That's in
See,
2
Butch, I was
weeks.
thinking
That's
the same
14
thing.
days from now.
14 days from now, Haley Bricks will be hanging out with us on stream. Who the hell is Hoosier?
I
All right.
ghost coded. How'd you know?
It happened. So, what have y'all been watching here last couple of weeks? Anything special on TV that y'all been watching?
Nope.
Other than the movie?
Nope.
Or you want to share
Been watching a lot of King of the Hill.
King of the Hill.
I haven't been watching hardly anything. I gotta try to figure it out. I've been rewatching the animated series off of HBO. I mean, off of Max now. The Batman. Those movies.
She might be there. Who knows?
Those animated movies.
I've been watching The Flash. I've been watching Arrow.
Arrow's a good show.
And I have watched a couple movies this week other than I watched Ray, about the movie Ray Charles today on Netflix.
That's a good movie.
one.
I like that movie.
I didn't know he was banned from Georgia, and then he got reinstated later on, but that was news to me.
Georgia don't play.
Georgia don't play. How about you and Chad? What y'all been watching? Is there anything cool y'all been watching? I know Brett Bill's been watching the Barbie movie. He's wanting to see me and Yeti in a dress, so he's been watching the Barbie movie. Exposure.
Is he a Barbie girl living in his Barbie world?
You're calling Back to the Future a B movie? I'm so confused. Hey, dude, Jude.
Hey, Haley's gonna kick your butt, Brett. Well, we gotta remember this guy worshipped Mad Max. We gotta give him some leeway, guys. So don't hate on him too much.
Oh, you took the fun after battle. Now remember, there is 2 parts to this movie too.
Heat?
No. Sherlock Holmes, the next one.
Yeah. Righteous Gemstones later seasons are as good as the first, losing interest. What are we talking about, Juju? Gemstones later seasons are as good as the first season.
That's funny. You better be quiet. Y'all talking all that crap. You're gonna be funny, and you're gonna be in front of these people pretty soon.
Bluegrass, did you really get to go see Ed Sheeran at the Mall of America? He went to the Lego store. That was awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, I seen that. I saw he had the yellow apron on and everything. I don't know who the hell he is, but I saw it.
Do you really not know who Ed Sheeran is?
Nope.
I don't know who Ed Sheeran is.
Nope.
Is he a singer?
Yeah.
I
If
think
he's
I
a
might
singer of today, I don't listen to people, new artists of today.
I think I've heard. Name me some songs that y'all heard that like I would think of.
I have never heard his music.
He did that song, Baby, I Will Be Loving You Till We're 70. Okay.
Nope. Don't know it.
I don't remember the rest of the words. That's the only one I
Juju.
would think you would have heard because they outplayed that song so bad.
Yeah,
I don't
Juju.
like that on the radio
Mad
either.
Max wasn't a bad movie. I was just giving breast grab. I like Mad Max.
I like the second one better of Mad Max. The
Righteous
first one
Gemstones.
was slow. That second one, man, I enjoyed it. All the action in that.
Yeah, he's redheaded, Juju. I like a lot of his music. He does all kind of different styles, but he's
So-
mainly pop.
We're going to be watching Sherlock Holmes next. And I've been hearing people in chat say the original. Which one was the original?
Oh, that's right, Brett.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What was the original Sherlock movie? Sherlock Holmes movie. When was it made?
There was
I have no idea.
There's these old black and white ones. I used to read the books when I was a kid.
Right.
There's a TV show too.
Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. What you talking about, Willis? The real writer of Sherlock. Arthur Conan Doyle. Oh, Doyle rules.
Okay, I know. When was the first one out, Brett? When? I mean, where can I even see that at? Is what I'm asking.
Oh, looks like the first movie they ever made was maybe 1992. No,
I know there's one older than that.
no, 83.
I don't know. Man. I thought there was an old black and white movie.
I did too, but I guess it don't exist. It's the Mandela effect again. You've seen something that's not really there anymore. They took it out. They deleted it out the matrix. Young Sherlock in 1982. Maybe that's the one we might be thinking of.
I
1990.
don't know.
They had a Return of Sherlock in 1986 to 1988. Then the Cast Book of Sherlock, 1991 to 1993. Then they had some cartoon movies. They had a Batman movie with Sherlock Holmes in it. 1983, The Hound of Transylvania. I don't know what that is, and they had Sherlock in it, I guess. They had a bunch of different ones, but it's not old.
1939 says Juju. It's a series of books. Cliff, no one knows so many movies about him. He's one of the most used literary characters yet. Late 60s says Brett. I don't know. So there's a bunch of them out there. So we just chose the one that we can watch on YouTube. So
Oh yeah, there is the old ones. Yeah, there you go. Dude, you's right. 1939. There was It was a short series. They called it film series in 1939, and they did a bunch of the different movies in there.
all right.
Pretty cool. They did it from 1939 to 1946. Man, that was the year that my dad was born. Sheesh, a long time ago, people.
Digital is probably close, if not correct. Well, we're going to give them the correct.
Dude, you's right. That's the first one, 1939. The Hound of Bakersfield. The very first one. I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, we believe you. Order is minority.
I knew that.
So, okay, so Sherlock Holmes, he's just running around solving crimes, right?
Yeah, he's a detective. Kind of like, well, Batman without the cape and the money. He has a partner named Watson. I know everybody knows the famous expression. No,
Jude said first one in 1916. Wow.
first one in 1916. What was that? A silent film?
And that TV series they had come out with not that long ago. Sherlock.
You talk about you went on that Sherlock kick for a while. Tiffany watched all the episodes of the TV series too. Sure.
I knew there was a TV series, but I mean,
There's a newer TV series with the guy who plays Doctor Strange.
I'm about.
What?
Brett says the Sherlock with Doctor Strange is the best, latest Sherlock, in my opinion. What was his name? Something Cumberbatch. Sherlock is the best, says.
Tiffany, nobody can hear you. Why are you screaming in the background? If you want to talk, come over here. Benedict Cumberbatch. Cumberbatch? Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
Because it's B-A-T-C-H, batch. That's batch. And then Cumber, C-U-M-B-E-R. Benedict Cumberbatch.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Martin.
Where can I watch that at?
I have no clue. Where can we watch this at, Tiffany, since you're an expert? Yeah, it was an LPB, she says. Let's see, I'm on it right now.
Brett says, move aside, Yeti. Tiff, we got you.
Yeah, you wish.
Probably Netflix is easy.
Nope.
Definitely slap him, says Butchop.
There is actually there's no streaming service right now. There's that TV streaming service that has it for like $79 if you want to go pay for that.
No thank you.
Or $3 an episode off of Amazon, $5 off of YouTube, $5 off of Voodoo. Google Play, movie and TVs, $4.99 an episode. Yeah, I'm good. We don't need to watch it. It used to be on Hulu, because that's how she was watching it. That's how Tiffany was watching it. But I don't know if it's still there. I'm signed into my Hulu account.
I don't get to watch my stuff. I have to make an effort just to watch the movies that we do for movie nights.
Have you been watching season 4 yet of Harley Quinn?
I watched the first episode, but I haven't watched any more. I
need
kind of want to wait till the rest of them come out, then I can just binge it.
Yeah, I need to finish watching season 3, and then I'll get on season 4 once it's done. I'm like you on that. I like binge watching them back to back, get it over with. Makes sense, the storyline, you know.
Yep. Because, dude, if I had to split it up too far between watching, I'll forget what I watched.
That's the way I am. I was watching Parks and Rec, and then I got to watching something else. And now I'm on the Flash. I'm on the 7th season, so I'm gonna have to finish that. I'm almost there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
People are watching this. Damn.
You watched Insidious? My daughter loves that show, that movie series, Insidious.
I don't know what that is.
So we have a marathon every month. Seem like we have to watch it. Hey, Big Nate.
Hey,
What's up,
Big
big
Nate.
nerd?
So yeah, my daughter has to watch them. I thought they were pretty good. I like them. They have a storyline. I'm happy with it. How was your show this last weekend, Big Nate?
Was it a good show?
Good show, old chap.
Good
Good
show.
show.
Okay.
You know, I own those movies, the Sherlock movie and that, and I've never watched it. Not even one or two, and I have both of them.
I don't understand. I don't understand. You own them, but you haven't watched them.
Got busy, man. Life happens whenever you're working a job that you feel like you're working 3. When you're there for 12 to 13 hours a day, you come home, you just want to sleep. That's how life gets busy, man. I didn't have time for a lot of the movies. We'd buy the movies and stuff like that because that was my hobby at the time. And then we would watch them together, but we never had the time. When those movies came out, I was working. I wasn't sitting over here. I've only been disabled for about maybe 5 years since 2017, so I couldn't work completely anymore.
What is also dead smug mocap? What is that?
Smog. Smog's the dragon from Lord of the Rings, right? Smog. He's the one that had all the gold.
Smeagol?
No, Smog, the big dragon.
I don't
Maybe
know.
he was in the Hobbit movies. I don't know.
Big Nate says the Ultimate Brick Show was a good time. Good deal. Chuck messaged me. We'll work out a deal.
Yeah, it was Lord of the Rings, says Bluegrass.
Wait, there was no dragon in Lord of the Rings. There was one in the Hobbit that they had to kill.
Well, it was Hobbit. Okay, Zizu said it was Hobbit. Yeah, I think I saw the first one of the Hobbit that they came out with, but then there are 3 or 4 of them.
All right. Started watching Lord of the Rings. Oh my God. Dude.
Don't do it. You're gonna make people hate on you. Don't do it.
I haven't finished watching. I'm still giving it a chance. The first movie was so slow and drawn out.
What
The second one, the 2 towers, or whatever.
2 towers.
It started to pick up a little bit, and I haven't got finished with it because I didn't realize it was a 4-hour movie. So I watched the first 2 hours, and I take a break. I got to finish watching it. It's getting better. I just hope it gets a lot better. And then the last one, hopefully, it just knocks it out of the park. Hopefully.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping.
The last one is very, you're going to like it. There's a lot more action in it. Everything concludes. What they're doing is they're setting up the plot in the first one. The books are big. They're very big. That's the reason why they had to break them up into 3. Is because there's more to that story than just that. Peter Jackson was only given enough, like maybe 2 or 3 hours to put these movies together from the studios because they would have been probably longer because there's a lot more stuff they did not explain in the storyline. I'm a big fan of Lord of the Rings, and I have the Atlas to Middle Earth.
Well, Big Nate, I probably won't be reading the book if it's 100-hour book. Oh my gosh. Butt shop, sure, I'll take them, but we'll work out a deal. But yeah,
It's not that long, not no 100 hours. Cool, that's blowing it way too out of proportion.
see, I'm not turned on to fantasy stuff, bro. That's the thing, and I'm trying. I'm really trying. I really am giving it a valiant effort.
I'm shocked you like Star Wars.
I do like Star Wars. I like the OG. I like 3, 4, 4, 5, and 6.
That's the ones that I love. That's
But
just like the original Star Wars was called Star Wars, not A New Hope. They didn't change the name. They didn't put a name.
I'm giving it a chance.
To the
That's a
90s.
good idea. Butt Chop says to try some tentacle hentai.
No, I'm not watching.
I'll explain it to you later, Cliff. We'll
Okay.
talk about it later.
What are we talking about?
I'll let you borrow some.
What's up?
Butt Chop is trying to be cool. I'm trying.
Ain't that bad. You think it's bad. Shot Cliff don't know what it is.
I probably do. I just don't think about it. Hey, Haley.
Hey, Haley. Three Amigos. That's another good movie with Martin Sheen
That
and
is a good movie.
Three Amigos.
Saying Haley. So we're watching Sherlock Holmes in 2 weeks. Haley, you need to watch Sherlock Holmes, the one with Iron Man in it.
You don't know his
When you're here, that's what. Well, it's movie night when you're here, Haley. So watch it or something if you have time, so we can talk about it. The one with Iron Man. Who's that actor?
Come on, man. Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr., the first one, and Jude Law. Okay. Because when you're here, it's movie night.
They also got the guy in there from Wakanda Forever.
One.
That Boz or whatever his name was. Bosman.
Oh, wait, he's not in that. He was in the TV series. I'm sorry. Jude Law. Yeah, I was looking at the other one.
Jude Law and Robert Downey Jr.
Downey Jr., Rachel McAdams, Mark Strong, Kelly Riley, Robert. I don't know any of these actors. I only know Iron Man. You know, he told the interviews, he said the only thing he'd ever be recognized, that he thought he would always be recognized for is whenever they killed him in that movie, Natural Born Killers. People used to hate this man until he did the Iron Man movies. People used to always hate on that man.
Very cushy.
I didn't know he was in Back to School with old boy Rodney Dangerfield in 1986.
Hey. All right, guys. Tell you what.
Remake of Shaggy.
The Iron Man sucks. Just a drunk rich guy. I just didn't know that. I forgot what the actor's name is. Hey, Miss Ingrid.
Hey,
Amos
Ingrid.
Ingrid.
Alien says, I like him in Kiss, Kiss, Bang, Bang.
I liked him in Dr. Doolittle. The new one. It was pretty good with him in it.
Robert, I did like him in The Lone Ranger.
Who's in yours?
Wild Wild West. No, it's Kevin Kline. Dude, Robert De Niro. Dude, I suck tonight. I apologize.
Robert Downey Jr., not Robert De Niro.
What movie was? Anyway,
We got
Hangover, maybe. What is it? Hangover?
food.
Robert Downey.
But,
De Niro.
Yeah.
Robert
Yeah.
Downey Jr.
They're all the same. They're all the same. We're doing great.
Go De
Haley.
Niro.
Natural Born Killers. What movie you thinking of, Cliff?
I don't
Today's been
know.
a good day, Haley, but I got up too early, so I'm sweeping.
Maybe it was a Wild Wild West, but no, that's Will Smith. Just forget it.
I don't
There's
see
no-
him credited in any Western type movies.
Well, like I said, I don't.
Might not be him. Here's a lookalike.
Like I said, it wasn't him. And I don't know. I don't remember.
He played Chaplin in 1992. Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah, he was a good one there too. A bunch of overpaid punks. I could act out. I could act out acting.
Out act.
No French fries. Man.
He did good in Chaplin. I like Chaplin. I used to watch the old silent movies. Chaplin. I liked
Those Marx Brother
my
movies.
aunt would watch them all the time. And Saturday mornings when we go over there, I'd watch them with my aunt. I liked them. As far as I know. Take that back, Chop. Take that. So next week, or 2 weeks from now, Sherlock Holmes. There was a Sherlock Holmes in the Flash, the TV series. Sherlock Holmes.
Flash is a good TV series.
He was the best janitor in Saved by the Bell. Who was? Wait a minute. He wasn't on the Saved by the Bell.
He might have been. Because Saved by the Bell was in the 80s. Could have been.
No.
I wonder.
ZZ, you better not be lying.
Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell is a 1989
Shut up.
animation.
Nobody want to hear you talk. We don't want to get coffee.
What up, Seawolf?
What's up, Seawolf?
What's up, Seawolf?
You're catching the end of the movie stream tonight, buddy. We're about 2 minutes from ending it tonight, but you will see us back Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Central, for a build stream.
They're not giving him credit for it if he was.
I think Zuzu was pulling her leg.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think it was. Okay, just took my double and open up my second beer.
You're always partying, man. That's awesome. I don't do nothing.
He's relaxing. Probably had a long
I get
day.
excited for a Pepsi.
Oh, dear Lord.
Zissou says Robert Downey Jr. was the alcoholic janitor in Saved by the Bell, eventually become a werewolf and kills the principal. Holy shnikes.
Wow. I don't know if we're talking about the same movie. Are you sure that wasn't Teen Wolf or something?
Teen Wolf. I need some drink.
I like it when the dinner at Bucks and kills Kelly. You guys are too much. You guys are too much.
No.
Michael Keaton was on Mr. Rogers. Now we're
I knew I liked him.
He might not be lying.
you guys are just throwing me a loop.
Juju might not be lying on that one. Juju don't usually lie about stuff like that. Mr. Rock.
And it's in all caps, so that means it's definitely serious.
He's serious. It's hard attack.
It's a beautiful
Yep.
day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood.
All right, boys and girls, we're gonna wind this down. We got about 45 seconds to reach our hour time. Got anything going on this week, Seth?
Everybody go check out my YouTube channel. It's Seth Bland. Go check it out. It's good music on there. I don't care what anybody says. My mama loves it. I don't have nothing going on this week.
How about you?
He wasn't lying. There's a video clip right here with him in it. Tomorrow I'll probably go live around lunchtime since I couldn't go today. So yeah, that's about it.
All right. Well, we'll be back. Yeah, he's going live tomorrow.
There it is. It's on the screen. Seth Bland. Go check it out.
There it is. And go. I guess we'll be back here Wednesday night. All right, guys. Have a good day. Have a good night. Remember, y'all, cooking ain't easy, but it's fun.
Clicking ain't easy, but it's fun when you're clicking those bricks with click and clip. Welcome to the jungle where the dinos roam. Clicking those bricks with click and clip. Clicking those bricks, clicking those bricks, cliff nose bricks, clicking those bricks, clicking those